Taylor about the fucking flex.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Hoku, aka Moon Empress. If you have already subscribed, then welcome back, Moon Tribe. Now, today's video is going to be something you guys have probably already seen a million times in different formats, with different YouTubers, with different products. But anyway, it's new to me. It's kind of my first product review, but I'm going to be doing like a product review / get ready with me. And I decided to do this because I picked up a palette a few weeks ago that I got at Jeans Warehouse, an affiliation or store of Forever 21, for those of you who don't have a Jeans Warehouse in your area. But anyway, I picked it up, and you know when we go into stores like that, you'd be looking at their makeup section, kind of like, do I need that? I know it's kind of cheap. What brand? Sometimes you have like brands like Beauty Creation or Profusion. Yes, we know that those are really, really affordable, cheaper brands, but sometimes it's a hit or miss. You'll get like really cheap brands that have like bomb-ass palettes. So I was looking at this palette and I had heard this cosmetic brand's name once or twice. So it kind of got my attention when I first saw the display. So I looked at the palette and I was thinking to myself, I think I could use these colors, and it looks really soft. So I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. It was about $13 or $14 with tax. So didn't break the bank. It was super affordable, and I wanted to go ahead and try it out for you guys today. Now, to be 100% honest, I bought this a few weeks ago. I have dipped into it a little bit, but I haven't really done a look with it. Like, I've actually attempted to film this video once before and got interrupted, and then I was actually going to just start from where I left off, but being that it was like a week later, nails is different, you know, whatever. So I'm just going to start this video again. Anyway, y'all don't really need to be whatever hearing all of that, but yeah, that's why I'm doing this review, because I haven't really gotten a full impression of the palette yet. So anyway, if you like videos like this, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also go ahead and subscribe. And leave me a comment down below. I love engagement. I love to hear what you guys think of the video, of the palette, of the products, of whatever. Yeah, drop me a line down below. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Love, light, and always aloha. Okay, so hopefully I'm not looking too washed out. My lighting really does suck at times. But anyway, I know I'm looking hella tired. I have not been sleeping very well the last, the last month it seems, but more in particular the last like 2.5 weeks I've been like, anyway, so I've washed my face and I've primed it with my 24 karat gold glow serum that I've showed you guys in my makeup tutorials. And I've also primed it After that, I used the Formula 10.0.6 Seriously Shine Free Moisturizer. This is a mattifying moisturizer, so I actually just kind of concentrated it in my more enlarged pore zones. And then I went ahead and did my eyebrows, and also did prep my eyelids with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 332, which is Golden Caramel. Now this one has definitely a lighter, yellower, like golder undertone to it. I usually am the shade 330, but I decided to go ahead and use this to prep my eyelids because, hey, you know, multi-purpose your foundations. If it's too light, go ahead and use it as concealer or as a eyeshadow primer, I guess. So I also combined this foundation, the 332, with, ew, it's kind of gross, but with the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation, and this one is in the shade Classic Tan. So I combined the two in the back of my hand and used my beauty sponge and just beat that face. But basically that's all I've done. So without further ado, because y'all probably like, what fucking, unless you've read the title, you're like, what fucking, let's get to this product. So like I said in my intro, I picked up a new, I wanted to say eyeshadow palette, but it's actually more of a face palette. And this is by RudeCosmetics right here. And it's called In Your Face. Now you can see my daughter chewed up on it before we even left the store. So I guess I was kind of forced to buy it, but in the same sense, I guess I could use that as an excuse for my husband to be like, I bought more makeup because she chewed on the packaging, so I had to buy it. Anyway, so it comes in this like sleek little box, and on the back it just says makeup with an attitude, and it gives you ingredient listings for each section of the palette. It has an eyebrow, blush, or brush. Why does it say brush? Y'all messing up here or something? Brush or blush? It says brush contour, but I don't know if they mean blush contour. And then an eyeshadow section. So there's 3 parts to the palette. And it's also listed here. You have your eyebrow shades, you have your contour type or face shades, and then you have a 9-pan eyeshadow department section, whatever. And it says makeup with an attitude, in your face 3-in-1 kit featuring 16 gorgeous shades ranging from brows to contour and eyes. All you need for a perfect look under a single palette. Double-ended brush included to help you achieve desirable looks, which there isn't a brush included for some reason. So and then also something to mention is that this brand claims to be cruelty-free. So for all you cruelty-free people out there, that's another reason to go pick up this palette. Now the actual palette has the same cover as the packaging, so no confusion there. I think it's cute. And then it's got like a magnetic type of closure. And then on the inside, it obviously has a great size mirror. And then on the inside, it comes with these colors. So let me see if I can hold this a little bit better so you guys get a better look. So those are the shades. Now on this side, I'm gonna have to just bend it back. On this side of the palette, it comes with 3 eyebrow shades. So a light, a medium, and a dark brow powder. And then it comes with this these contour pans. So it has a contour, it says contour and then define. But to be quite honest, these look more like, I don't know if I can get a true color. Let me turn this off real quick. You know, it's kind of dark, but yeah, this is a little bit softer. So this is a little bit truer to tone. The contour and define shades look a little bit more, more of a blush shade, I guess. And then this is a highlight, and then this is a blush, which is a little too pinky light for me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light back on. Now, yeah, so I would kind of use these more for blushes. I could use this blush, even though it's a little too light, I can use this as an eyeshadow. And then obviously the highlight is usable. It has like a champagne-y, slightly gold undertone to it. Yeah, and then it comes with 9 eyeshadows, and I did accidentally gouge this eyeshadow with my fingernail the first time I tried to film, so that is why it looks like that. And so the colors are Base, which is like a soft, it's got like a pink undertone, but it's like a soft, neutral, pink, peachy white. And then it has this, the shade called Champagne Pink, which is almost has like a coral, bronzy undertone to it, if you ask me. And then there's this nice pink carnation shade. Now this one is a matte, this one has shimmer, this one is shimmer, but it's not like intense shimmer to me. It looks more like a satin finish, or like it just has a slight sparkle or, you know, glitter to it. And then you have this matte shade called Saddle, which looks like a great transition shade, which has like a nice chestnutty brown undertone to it. And then this next shade is called Rose Gold, which seems true to its name. It definitely has a rosy mauvey pink with a gold undertone to it. And this is Shimmer. And then you have Honey Sparks, which is the one I dug into accidentally. And this is more of a champagne gold color. Yeah. And then you have a matte shade called Chocolate, which I was thinking you could kind of use this for brows, like a brow powder, but it definitely has more of a purple undertone to it. So I don't know, unless your hair color has purple undertones. And then you have this Eggplant, like a deeper purple shade, and then True Black. So anyway, let's get into the palette. Like I said before, I kind of did my face a little bit, but I really haven't done much. I just basically kind of did outline my brows, and then did my foundation. Why am I blurry? Okay, that's better. And then did my foundation, moisturized my lips, and then that's about it. So I'm gonna go in. It'd be nice if I had my shit set up, but I don't. This is just a eyeshadow brush, whatever. Anyway, so I think looking at this palette, now like I said, the contour shades are a little too light for me, so I would use it as a blush, but you can also use it as a highlight. So I'm going to go into this contour shade and use that on my, more of my eyelid area, just to set the foundation that I used earlier as a eyeshadow primer base. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this contour and just kind of set the color there. Now, how's that looking? There's a little fallout, I can tell, but that's okay. So on first application, I feel like it's very soft, this formula, but you do get a lot of like kick up on your brush when you go in, but then I didn't tap it. Okay, but it's very soft and smooth looking. So I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna, what am I gonna use? I think I'm gonna go into this shade called Saddle. This is that warm chestnutty brown transition shade I can use it for, and I'm going to define my crease. Okay, very blendable, very light, like soft, but you can definitely build it up. So yeah, you can see how that works. I guess if you're looking for a palette that isn't like, that's kind of an everyday, it's very soft, very daytime wearable, this would definitely be your palette. And I can kind of see that I'm able to build up some color using this saddle shade. But to be honest, it's not like super pigmented like you would get with other palettes. So yeah, if you're looking kind of for something like a Kat Von D, super pigmented matte eyeshadows, this isn't the palette, but it's very wearable. I really love how soft the shades look. And I'm trying to build up this saddle color into my crease to kind of give it more of a defined look. So I'm kind of going in on this. But what I like about it is it's not very pigmented, but it gives you a nice blended look. Yeah, I kind of go. It's okay for that soft look, but I'm kind of looking for a little bit more color. I think on fair skin, this would work. So what I'm going to do to build up this is I'm going to go into this chocolate shade. And see how that works. Okay, there's some color. I'm going to go into the saddle, mix the saddle with the chocolate a little bit to mute it out a touch. That wasn't really muting it, but it definitely gives more definition. Okay. Okay, now to kind of buff it out, I went back into saddle. And I'm just going to go over this spot. Okay, you can kind of see how that builds up. And there is not too much fallout, nothing you can't really clean up. You could always use tape to sort of keep this area clean, but whatever, don't feel. And I'm just going to buff out the top part of the eyeshadow, mostly in the saddle eyeshadow color. I'm going to blend that. I think I need to go back in. Okay. Define my lid a little bit more with the Wet n Wild concealer, and this is in the Photo Focus concealer, and this is in the shade, where the hell's the shade? Medium Peach. So it definitely has a pinker undertone to it. I wouldn't quite recommend pulling on your lid always, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do both lids and show you guys after. Okay, so I kind of finished defining my lid a little bit. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more to this side. Okay, now I just need to set this, and I'm looking in the palette. The only shade that I can use that is a matte shade that would be okay to set it would be the base, but I'll just go ahead and set it with that. So I cleaned off the flat shadow brush, and I'm gonna go into base, and it has a slight pinky undertone, which I guess would be okay. Whoa, that's a lot of product. It would be okay for setting this. Okay, not bad. All right, that's not too bad. Using base with that peach undertoned concealer, I thought it was gonna like look ridiculous, but I mean, at this stage of an eyeshadow game, you're gonna look ridiculous, but I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into saddle. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna take contour. Oh shit, digging into. I'm gonna take contour and chocolate. So these two. I know it seems like a weird combo, and I kind of spot cleaned this brush. So taking a little bit of contour, a little bit of chocolate. Now what I do is I tap one side into one color and then kind of rotate it and tap it into the other color. So I'm going to define my crease a little bit more again. And blend out where you see this line here. Now the reason I took the contour shade is it just helps to create a softer, not too harsh line, or buffed out color in that outer crease. I don't know if it makes sense, but or if it's working, but whatever. I think what I'm gonna do to kind of blend in the outer corners and this inner part that I defined is I'm gonna go ahead and use this blender brush, and I'm gonna go back into saddle. Didn't seem to pick up too much. Okay, and just sort of, actually what I'm doing is I'm gonna buff this outer part. So I'm just buffing out the harshness of creating a little bit more of a softer gradient, hopefully. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to take my Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist, since I ran out of my MAC Fix Plus. Oh, I always spray my brush first, but that's not good when you're dipping the wet brush into your product. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this champagne pink shade, because it is a shimmer, and I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to spray my shadow, and I'm sort of just blending the dark shade in with what I set here. If you can see. Oh. Ooh, this is a very, I thought it was going to be a lot darker, I suppose. Well, that's deceiving. I thought it was going to be a darker shade, and it is very light. I thought it was going to be deeper. So I'm going to go ahead and work it all on this inner part. Well, how did that happen? How do you get this shade? How do you get that shade from this though? This looks so much deeper. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with a little bit of, I'm going to flip the brush, mix it with a little bit of that. Yeah, I know that's kind of a weird thing, and it is matte and shimmer, but I'm going to see how it works to kind of color it out. So I'm doing a little bit of a different technique on this side because I didn't spray it. I just went in with the two colors that I'm using, the contour blush shade and the champagne pink, and I'm setting my tone here first. Buffing out that part right there. Okay, so let me get my brush real quick, get it cleaned. So I'm taking this blender brush and dipping it into the chocolate shade again. And literally just focusing it right on that outer corner. Because I feel like the light shades kind of ash out the darker shades and like powder it down, I guess. So overall, there's some shades that I really like in the pan, but I feel like they're not very pigmented. So anyway, I'm gonna move on for now. So let me grab my concealer. I think I'll just go ahead and use the Wet n Wild. I usually don't use this too often because of the peach undertones, but whatever, it's what's right on my vanity. And this just helps. Crazy. Bitch, you looking crazy. Whatever. Got angel wings up. Oh, girl, did you need to go in that heavy? Well, I have been looking tired as a motherfucking zombie. So, I suppose I do need this much. You know, they draw like those cute little lines and shit. Not I. challenge. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me. So this just creates more of the chip. Go in, define this a little bit more. Okay, now while this is kind of baking and setting and whatever the fuck, I think I'm gonna do some winged eyeliner. As for the shadows, I think overall this palette, for somebody of a lighter complexion than me, might benefit from the color range and things like that. I find that some of the shades that looked promising in the pan just really didn't like do the trick. Like the champagne pink is very deceptive. It looks deeper. It looks like more of like a coral undertone, browner, warmer undertone, and it's like hella shimmery white. So on my complexion. Oh, and before I forget, I just kind of want to go and take whatever. I'll just use this. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I think I'm going to take... So I thought I was filming for a second, but I wasn't. So I went into chocolate and eggplant, and I'm smoking out my lower lash here. And I really actually like this. This combo is actually pretty nice. They're just pigmented and deep enough to create a really nice under lower lash. Okay, so I'm gonna try to apply my eyeliner. Don't laugh, guys. Don't be laughing. Y'all, I'm probably gonna jinx it now, but I did this lash rather quickly, and I must say it's looking pretty fleeky. Now let's see if I can do the same on this side. But yeah, I'm liking that wing. Girl, who is you? Woo! Okay, somewhat successful. My eyeliner is as good as it's gonna get right now. So what I'm gonna do is kind of get rid of this bakage. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Pressed Powder in the shade 330. This one is my shade, and I'm just gonna buff out all the bakage and the tones and stuff. Don't forget to blend in and down your neck. What I didn't do, which I can do real quick while I'm at it, this eyeshadow brush is clean. And I'm going to go ahead and take the same two contour shades that I used earlier for my cheeks, and I'm going to put some contour on my nose. And since it's all powder, it'll get blended nicely. then I'm going to continue buffing out my okay, so I'm going to go in with the same contour brush. I'm going to go into this contour color and use this as like a natural blush. It's a little light for my liking. Gives a nice glow. Now, one thing that I didn't do, that I forgot to do, is to take my, because I lined my eyelid, or I'm so gone. I lined my eyebrows with the Milani Easy Brow, but I don't believe did I powder them? Oh. Whatever. They're somewhat related, aren't they? But I'm gonna go put some, I'm not gonna do lashes today because I just really don't feel like it, but one mascara that I've been using recently, that originally when I bought it I was kind of like, I didn't really like it, but it's pretty bomb actually, and it's the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black mascara, and it comes in this like tapered mascara tube. And the wand in this one, because I did have the voluminous carbon black, and I thought this was similar, but the wand is different. Yeah, the wand is just intricate and detailed and great for the lower lashes, which I'm gonna do, but it's also perfect for the upper lashes because you can kind of really get in there and comb your lashes upward. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I added Honey Sparks also. After I put my mascara on, I put on Honey Sparks on the inner corners, lined my lips with this NYX lip liner in the color Coffee, and then I think I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit liquid lipstick in the shade, which shade is this? Rebel Rose. So we'll see how this looks. And I just figured this has like a perfect complementary like mauve-y pink shade for the eye look I have. Yes. Perfect. I really, really like this line of liquid matte lipsticks. Super buildable, feels really comfortable, and it kind of goes on like a moussey texture and then it dries down, so you're able to fix any patchiness. Okay, yeah, so that's how that looks. But anyway, so I think overall I can definitely use this palette. Would I recommend it? Like I said, I think if you have a lighter complexion than me, you might find a little bit more pigmentation and versatility in this palette, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it, to be honest, but I do like how you can definitely work with the shades. And I think overall I got a pretty decent, cool toned, mauve-y, pink, girly, soft, feminine look out of this palette. So I'm pretty satisfied. I will be keeping it. It's a decent addition to my palette collection so far. So, but I think for the price, let's just go on that. For the price, it's worth it. So if you do see it, you should pick it up. You can definitely come up with different looks. This is the look that I chose today, and I hope you guys like it. So if you like this video, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up and head on over to that subscribe button and click away. So yeah, this is the look that I got, and I hope you enjoy. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video and if you want to see any more like this. So anyway, have a beautiful, gorgeous, blessed day. It is Labor Day today. So for any of you guys out there, even though you probably won't see it till later, I hope you guys have and had a gorgeous, beautiful, memorable Labor Day. And until next time, love, light, and always aloha.